Being the Ricardos is a 2021 American biographical drama film written and directed by Aaron Sorkin about the relationship between I Love Lucy stars Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem star as Ball and Arnaz. The film is told through three perspectives: interviews with the show's three lead writers, which are Jess Oppenheimer, who was also the showrunner, Madeleine Pugh, and Bob Carroll Jr. The film is told through flashbacks and preparations for the live taping in 1953. Cate Blanchett was originally cast as Lucille Ball, but unfortunately had to drop out from the role and was then replaced by Nicole Kidman. Just a little background on the show I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy was a TV sitcom that ran from 1951 till 1957, and at its height of popularity was watched by up to nearly 60 million viewers in the United States. The show starred real-life couple Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. And this is where the film picks up. It's 1953, and it covers a week behind the scenes in the making of the comedy I Love Lucy. Now, the setting, costumes, and dialogue are all on point in this movie. And in typical Aaron Sorkin fashion, the script is quick-witted, biting, and wonderful to hear play out. I loved seeing Lucille Ball come to life via Nicole Kidman's excellent performance. Her voice and kind of lovable arrogance are enduring to see on screen. My only gripe, though, was the lack of emotion in her face. Her eyes seemed lifeless, and I'm not sure why this is for an actress who's always been so good at emoting. I found she couldn't seem to get her face to match with how she was feeling on screen. Whether this was makeup choice or prosthetics added to her to make her look more like Lucille, or something else, I'm not quite sure, but something in Kidman's performance just lacked for me. Javier Bardem is all-round charming, and it's nice to see how well he can hold a tune, particularly in his native tongue of Spanish, although I wouldn't be casting him as a lead in a musical, for example. All in all, being the Ricardos is a real nostalgia trip. Going back to the 50s and seeing behind the scenes of making a hit comedy show is a real pleasure. And just being reminded of how far we've come in terms of conservatism when it comes to making TV shows. From being pregnant on screen, to casting a Latin American man in the lead, to whether or not you're a communist. The heart of the film, though, lies in the conflict between Desi and Lucille, as they intertwine their professional and personal lives in front of millions and their staff. To watch this play out is where the heart of the movie really lies, and Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem have perfect chemistry on screen. Being the Ricardos gets a 7 out of 10.